Go. Um, Kid has come a long way, man. Let's see if this works. What up, though?
Big dog, what's going on?
What's happening?
How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. How you been?
Great, bro. Great, man. Just been grinding, bro. How
Mm,
about yourself?
Same old. You see it. You see it.
Oh, oh yeah, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's good, dog?
Just been grinding, big dog. Been grinding, man. You know how it is. How you, man? What's been going on?
Man, just staying afloat, raising these babies, uh, trying to help cats out, start their little businesses and all that.
I seen that, man. I seen that, bro. That's dope.
Man, I want
That's,
I know we all got dreams and aspirations, man, and everybody don't know how to, build that and get there. So, what I'm saying? I want to give you the foundation and just run with it.
facts, facts, bro. What made you want to start that though? That's interesting. That's what I wanted to really like chop it up with you about.
Uh, really, really because I hustle from day one, and uh, and I know the benefits of, growing your own businesses, or business, and just making a little extra money, even if it don't turn into something huge, you know what I mean? But having it legally set up to where you can benefit from it. So a lot of black people, a lot of people, period, don't know what to do. They don't know the first step. You know what I mean? So
Mm,
I got that knowledge, so I'm gonna share it.
yeah, yeah, definitely, bro. That's what's up, man. So, like, what do you do as far as like with your business?
I mean, I still do T-shirts, websites. Uh, I got a software company, um, some lead generation for businesses, customer acquisition, stuff like that.
Dope, dope, bro, dope, man. Yeah, cause I seen your checklist, bro. And that's like it's fire, it's fire, man. I know for me, like I'm working on like most of that stuff on that list,
Yeah,
but like as far as like for like just like trying to make a profit, that's my biggest thing right now. Cause I'm working on I'm working on my album. So my album is like 90% finished.
okay,
And then also I'm working on a clothing line as well.
nice,
So I'm getting yeah, man, getting that up and running. So that's gonna be, what I mean, it's gonna be fire. So that's where I'm at with it though. So
so
yeah, but just like as far as like profit, I don't know if you know who Harvey is. I don't know if you remember Harvey, big guy with the beard.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So I've been building with him for the last like we've been rocking for the last about 5 or 6 years.
okay, that's dope.
So yeah, man, it's been, like me and my team, man, we just been grinding like everything. So he does it full time though. Him and my photographer and my videographer, they do it full time. And like I'm just trying to get to a place to where I can do it full time. I ain't gotta make millions at first. You know what I mean?
Right,
But just to a place where I can just be able just to financially secure myself, quit my job, and just do it full time. You know what I mean? It takes time. You know what I mean? But
for sure.
you know,
It sounds like you headed in the right direction. That's good.
oh yeah, man. I got to, man. I'm trying my best, bro. Like I said, man. At the end of the day, success comes when preparation and opportunity. So as long
Absolutely,
as you're prepared, you know what I mean. As long as you're prepared for it, man, it'll be, you know, man. I think,
absolutely. We living in such a digital age, man, where we all really got the we all got the chance to really make good money um, just because you
Oh
know
yeah.
products can be pushed online like crazy. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely, bro. Data's the new oil.
Absolutely.
So it's like, man, you know what I mean? If you grind it and you do it correctly, you know the issue is a lot of us don't do it correctly.
Right.
But if you do it correctly and you know, like with yourself, man, like bro, you're literally giving people a blueprint to help build themselves. And a lot of people don't give out free game like that. Like when I looked and I seen that it was free, I was like, whoa, you know what I mean?
For sure.
I was like, bro, like that's amazing, bro.
But that's you know, a lot of people think if they hold on to knowledge, then uh, they gain some type of leverage. I think the leverage really comes when you share that knowledge and realize, you know, other people know things that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? And to grow and build and network. You know what I mean? You build that good network around you, and then there's no limit to what you can do at that point. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a phone call away at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
true,
then
true, man.
what,
It's all that network.
what's the benefit of holding on to knowledge, right?
Right, bro. Right,
Yeah.
right, man.
So
Yeah, that's man. What made you mess? What made you want to start it, bro? Like, what made you just? Did you just woke up one morning and was like, man, let's do this, or did you already have the plans like in place, and then you were like, okay, I'm gonna build on this date. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that.
I mean, it's been something I already been doing. Like I've already helped people, you know, get their businesses started, and you know, a lot of them, you know, they making great money. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was already really doing it. I just wasn't publicly out there, you know, putting it, you know, out to everybody because you know I don't move like that, and I really didn't care to, or you know, kind of brag on that type of thing. It's more so now. Uh, I guess I'm at a place where um, I want to spend more time with sharing that knowledge and sharing that information. You know what I mean? On a bigger scale. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, man. That's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful, man. If you have any tips, man, like let me know.
I mean
If you have,
the checklist alone is that's the foundation, really. You know what I'm saying? Like that's everything. The only difference between so that you know the checklist, you just got to go through it yourself, and you know I'll help people answer questions when I can. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing is that um, I'm also going to offer people a course. You know what I mean? Where I'm going to do it with them step by step, the whole process. You know, from registering their businesses, you know, getting their EINs, building their websites, setting up bank accounts, you know, all of that. Show you how you're supposed to build your network online because one thing you said when we first started talking is trying to figure out, you know, once you have your brand, is how to advertise your brand and sell, right? You wanna make some money. So, you know, showing people, you know, how to use the social media platforms the correct way, not for, uh, you know, jokes and shit. You know what I mean? You know,
right,
uh,
right.
social media is huge for making money if used correctly. Um, but a lot of people don't really even know that.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's the thing, bro. It could be, man. It could be used, man. I don't know if you follow who Gary V is. I don't know if you hip to him.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, man. But
Who?
Gary V is
Yeah.
very adamant about like, bro, y'all have to understand these algorithms, and like that's what I'm even trying to even understand. Like he says it's not rocket science,
It ain't.
but the shit seems like rocket science. Like,
It's content and consistency. You know what I'm saying? Anything that you put enough time and effort into is going to be successful. You just got to be committed to do that. You know what I mean? And that's I mean that's a lot of what he preaches. You know, get your content out there and don't stop. You know what I'm saying? You should
yeah,
always be making content. So if you do music, you should always be making music. You should always be posting music. Your brand, you should always be rocking your brand. You should always be giving your brand away. And then it just becomes something that people get used to seeing all the time. And you know what I'm saying? Want to learn more. And it takes a little bit, but then once it catches on, you just catch fire.
yeah, That's the key, man. I just need to catch on. Like I was literally just talking to my team yesterday, and I was just so frustrated about everything. You know what I mean? Just because you know what I mean. You know, like we've known each other for a while.
For sure.
You know what I mean? It's like I'm 27 now, so it's like, man, I've been doing music for a majority of my adult life and my teenage life.
Right.
You know, so it's like, bro, like I'm tired. Like I was literally on the edge yesterday, and my bro was just like, man, you gotta understand something. He said, I would tell you to quit if you were just a rapper. He said, now that you've developed yourself into an artist, because I do reggae music now too, as well. So it's like, now that I've developed myself into this artist, and I'm actually working on like a whole genre of music, like called reggae hop soul. Like that's going to be the genre of music I do. That's what I'm going to be. I'm known for.
Okay.
So it's like, you know, he said like, if I was just a rapper, he was like, bro, okay, yeah, cool. I would have told you to quit. You know, but he said, but since you're building this whole new foundation and this whole new system, you know, this has only been around for the last 2 years. I've only had my LLC for the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And he broke it down to me as, okay, how much do you expect from a 2-year-old?
That's real.
You expect a lot.
That's real.
You know what I mean? I was just like, man, like, you know, I really had to think about it. Like, okay, cool, let me get back on my grind. You know what I mean? And we all have those moments, you know, especially as entrepreneurs, especially as black entrepreneurs. You know what I mean? The world is against us from the start. They're like, okay, you're black, you're in America, and you want to start your own business and be successful at it?
Yeah.
Like, nah, 3 strikes, bro. 3 strikes, you out.
Yeah.
Like,
but that's you know, a lot of that is we get in our own way with, you know what I mean? Because it don't even matter what anybody think. You know what I'm saying? Like we make our own choices. We can move how we want to move. It's just really dedicating that time to doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like how much time are you really putting into your business? How much time are you really putting into your brand? You know, versus watching TV or doing this or doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly. Because I feel like Netflix kills any entrepreneur spirit people will ever have, bro. Netflix will kill your drive, your ambition.
Word.
Like,
word. And that's what it's meant to do. It's meant to keep you stuck in there. You know what I'm saying? That idiot box. They want to keep you in that loop.
Man, that distraction, bro. Like I was talking to my bro, man. I was talking to my bro Scott, and I was like, man, bro, like,
what's up with Scott, man?
The time that we waste on just watching TV and films is like, bro, we can read books. Like literally, we can literally read a book and gain knowledge or do something, come up with a design or come up with a rap or a poem or something as far as content based.
Word.
I said, but there are so many times we'll just waste on Netflix or like even have an idea in our head. It goes as simple as even having an idea and just developing that within your brain. It's like that's how easy it is.
Word.
Like we live in here every day. As artists, as creators, as everything. We live in here every day. Nobody lives in here but us.
Word.
I said, how is it that we can sit up here and not have content or not have something 365 days a year? There's no way. There's no way.
All day long, man. Yo, if I showed you my notepad on my phone, I mean it's ridiculous. You know, anytime I think of anything, I'm putting it in there. I mean it's so bad that I don't even remember half the stuff that's in there, but I just keep throwing it in there because I know it's just gonna take one day for me to be like, damn, I had that idea. You know what I'm saying? And when I turn on that voice recorder, I just spew everything. You know what I mean? Until I can't no more. And then I turn it off, and then I just keep it moving. If I get back to it, I get back to it, or if I add to it, I just add to it later.
Yeah, and that's what I'm learning. Even the importance of writing ideas down, like that's what I'm learning. It's like, bro, because if you have an idea, like you had that idea for a reason. You had that idea for a purpose.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So it's like, even me, like, my issue is I don't write it down. I don't put it in my phone, my memo pad, nothing. I have it. It's there for a couple days, and then it's gone. Then it'll come back like a couple days later. It's like within those couple days.
You're a music artist, and you always got your phone on you. You should always be putting stuff in there.
Always, I know, man.
Even if it's turning on your video real quick and just record, talking to yourself. You know what I mean? Just putting it in there. You should always be doing that. I mean, because one thing you said too is Netflix, right? Netflix just be having cats trapped, but it's content, right? It's somebody else's content. It's the same thing. Why you can't get somebody trapped in your content?
Exactly.
And
Somebody
you
fixated on what I'm doing.
and you got more to deliver than Netflix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, true. Definitely true, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah. And it's beautiful though, bro. That's what the universe is, man. The universe is all about connection, bro. And it's like, I don't know. The beautiful thing is, bro, it's crazy how just even with me and you, it's like, bro, you know what I mean? Like we known each other for years.
Or
You know what I'm saying? And it's like even in knowing each other for years, I haven't spoken with you in a while. You know what I mean? It's been a minute.
right,
But even when we come back to speaking, it's beautiful because it's like, hey, bro, listen, bro, we're going in the same direction.
for sure.
Like that's powerful to me, bro. That just shows the age that we live in, as far as just with technology and what we see and who we are as individuals. You know what I mean? Because this world is not easy. Like
Or
always say, man, there's a difference between being a player and being a coach.
for sure.
And like there is a difference.
Absolutely.
You
Gotta be.
know what I mean? God, bro, you know what I mean, bro? It's like, bro, it comes to a point where it's survival of the fittest. Where it's like, bro, if you're not built for this, don't come here. Like, don't even get into this life if you're not built for this. And that's what I feel like is an issue with, especially, I ain't saying like all of them, but like a lot of the younger music artists. It's like, bro, y'all do this for a bag, and y'all don't have a plan afterwards.
True.
You know what I mean? I'm
Right.
not saying don't get your money. Get your fucking bread. But at the end of the day, if you don't have a plan for it, you'll lose it all. Within that, you know what I mean? Possibly within that same. I read some. They said most rappers who come out go broke by year 5. Same thing as retired basketball players. They said by year 5 they go broke.
I was about to say that too. And they make way more. But check this out though. Uh, it starts from when you don't have money, and when you work at Kroger's or when you work at wherever you work at, right? It's how you spend your money. You know what I mean? Like you never was taught how to manage your money from day one, so it's gonna be the same until somebody puts you on the game and give you some knowledge, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, very true, very true. And that's one thing even I'm learning, bro. Even at 27, it's crazy how I don't really like. I know financial literacy. Let's just say I don't practice it as much as I should be. Like,
Yeah. Most people
you
don't.
know what I mean?
That's
Bruh, and it's nuts, man. Like even with your program, dude. Like, to be honest, bruh, if I don't know, I don't even know how much it costs, but like, bruh, if I could just sit down with you and just even have conversations like this, where it's like, bruh, even the financial literacy part of aspect of it,
for sure.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because it's like, bruh, you know what I mean? It's like, a lot of people, I mean, of course, a lot of people live check to check, but it's like there's also a certain point where it's like, all right, bro, you just spending too much money, check to check. You're just spending too much.
Straight up. You break down the paycheck that you have, and you just look how it's being distributed. I mean, it'll sicken yourself. You know what I mean? You'd be sick.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
Just
or even like what you make a month. And it's just like, okay, dang, I spend all this. Like all this goes to certain places. All this is distributed within a month's time. Most people get paid 2 to 3 weeks out of the month.
right.
Most people make a minimum of, probably the worst is $500-600. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's still a lot of money
Word.
if you plan it right. You know what I mean? If you're not going out to eat every day, if you're not, buying clothes,
You know
you
what's
know
so
what I mean?
crazy?
Whatever the
You
case.
know what's so crazy? Just not going out on the weekends. Just not going to the bar. You
Bruh.
you gonna save a lot of money there. I mean, every time you go to the bar, I'm gonna say at minimum you're gonna spend $50, right? You go to the bar every weekend, that's $200 a month that you just flushed down the toilet. I invested into a software company for that much money. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Yeah.
It,
Yeah,
any
that's the thing, bro. Was like, man, even with me, it's like, bro, I had to, you know what I mean? Because I'm a big like clothes person. You know, I'm getting into fashion, so I'm a big clothes guy. And it's like, bro, the amount of money, the amount of money that I spent on like a jacket. I won't even tell you the jacket because it still blows my head. If I was wise enough, but the same amount of money that I spent on this jacket, I could have bought 3 LLCs with. Literally, I have an LLC and I'm working on another one. That's $200. You're telling me majority of my money could have went right back into me trademarking and building my businesses?
straight up, or buying some courses and educating yourself on how to, you know what I'm saying, do something else. I mean, you know what you want to do, take it up a notch. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You probably,
yeah, man.
yeah,
Like, bruh,
that jacket money probably could have bought you like, I don't know, 50 different courses that could nobody tell you nothing afterwards.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's the issue I feel like, especially with us. I don't know if he's still in the Columbus area, but like in Columbus, it's still that same mentality of like, I don't want to spend money for quality. I'm not trying to put in the investment. I just think in my head like, why not? Like at the end of the day, unsigned artists are nothing but trying to do something for potential scouts. If you're not building your own system, you know what I mean. Most of us aren't building our own. You know what I mean. A lot of people still want to get signed to majors. You know, which I feel is just like a trap in itself. If the deal isn't together,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You have more money than most, but you still won't have enough to do anything with.
word.
You know, not anything substantial. You have enough to survive on. You know, even if you look at Lil Uzi Vert situation, his first tour, his first tour made I think 600 million or like 800 million. Guess how much he made off that tour, bro?
How much?
900,000.
Hmm. Getting pimped.
Now, now, by our standards, bro, 900,000. Yeah, for sure. I'll take that. But by industry standards, he got stroked.
That's corporate America.
Corporate America is the devil, bro. It's the devil. Corporate America
That's
is the devil.
yeah, yeah. The amount of money artists make. I mean, that's why them 360 deals and all that stuff went away. Well, a lot of it. I'm sure somebody's still signing them just because they desperate, but they wasn't. They really ain't making no money for real. Just the independent road is the way to go. But it's gonna be
Yeah,
more work on yourself.
yeah, and it's tough in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, bruh, so many people have went this route that I'm going. Like it would be different if I didn't have a blueprint.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was just, I'm the first one taking the arrows, as far as I know, just in my personal family. And it's like, bro, there's a million people out here trying to be entrepreneurs. You know what I mean? And it's
Right.
like, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's like bread at the grocery store. It's like, bro, there's a million slices, you know what I mean, a million things of bread. You know what I mean? But it's like, bro, you like your bread. You know what I mean? You like your certain type of bread.
For sure.
You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that, you know what I mean, that your bread is any less valuable than that bread. It's just that certain people like their certain type of bread.
Right.
You know what I mean? But what's gonna make you is different. What's gonna bring yours to bring people there? You know what I mean? Like
Took the
even
words
with
out.
me, bro. I'm a reggae artist that does hip hop poetry, and I dress like a rock star. That's pretty damn different to me.
Right.
Now it's just all of making all of those cohesive pieces together in a beautiful marketing scheme. And that's what I'm working on, especially like on my website. Like I was just talking to my team about my website. I'm just like, bro, this thing has to flow. It can't be scattered because it's like, you know what I mean? It has to flow. Everything has to flow within itself.
Right.
You know what I mean? One working body.
I like what you're doing, brother. I mean, uh, the grind is. It seems like the grind is heavy, which has to be. Uh, and I inspire you, man, to keep pushing. I heard your music. I seen you perform, so I know you got it. You know what I mean? And it ain't.
Thank you.
It ain't a lot of. It ain't a lot of the. it ain't. It's none of the bullshit that some of these people was putting out. You know what I mean? Like
No, fact.
I don't knock these cats because they doing what they do. Like what I'm saying, I have my son like play me some things that he listening to and all that, and there's no absolutely no substance. You know what I mean? Absolutely none. So
Nah, dude, you're not gonna say it with anything, bro. And like I talk to my team, and young people on my team follow me a lot. Where it's just like, bro, they just like, bro, they love Future, and I'm not saying you can't love those artists, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's like for me, bro, I can't listen to it. I just can't,
or
I can't listen to it, you
or
know?
it's their time though. You know what I mean? Everything goes how it goes. So it's their time. So they getting their money, and hopefully they got somebody behind them that's steering them in the right direction. And I mean, because we all know the shit they talk about ain't really happening. You know what I mean? So, and but
Exactly. Like, I just read this article a couple of weeks ago. I mean, they said Future doesn't even drink lean. Like he talks about it, but he doesn't even drink it.
right,
He doesn't even indulge in like Percocets and pills and any of that.
right, right.
I think he might smoke weed, but it's like but he don't talk about what he's smoking. He
I
talks
seen
about
I seen that
hardcore.
too.
Yeah, like so it's like, but that's what the kids want to hear. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they get caught up in that. I mean, but we did too. I think it was a little
We definitely did what we. But when Lil Wayne just did it more smoother.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I can't explain it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in their generation, so I can't explain it. But I definitely don't. I don't knock their hustle and how they get down. I just know that once things circle back around and the substance come back, it's gonna be tough for a lot of these cats to exist. They won't be able to coexist. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
It won't be.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And the time is coming. You know, the time is coming when people want to hear more substance, more groundbreaking work. You know what I mean? It's starting to become kind of minute to even be in that genre of like less lyricism and more beat production. It's kind of starting to get minute a little bit.
For sure. For sure.
So,
Yo, um, before we jump off here though, why don't you kick a little something for the people, man?
oh man. Okay. Let me see. Um, they say that all I talk about is race. They're like, what happened, my nigga? I just love everything black, like the Kardashian sisters. I just meditate and try to live righteous, roll up the ganja, get higher, and Kanye sneaker prices. Say I talk a lot of shit. People wax what for? I'm the Rizen Lion, man. I gotta cause an uproar. I bet my life, you bet yours, and we both wage war. I'm my own favorite rapper and probably ahead of yours. Haters just sit back and all my fucking metaphors. Don't fuck with plain bastards, flow hotter than plane crashes. Yeah, I'm out this world. We on two different axles. Appetite for destruction, recipe for disaster. Wickedness never prosper. That's the axe for protection. Cause every bar I speak, my ancestors resurrected. What you count as tribulations, I just count as blessings. And yes, through it all, I pray you get my message. I'm cross on my neck. All I do is speak life. The way these women worship me, my last name should be Christ. Lyrical jihad, what the bombs look like. Machiavelli's offspring, that's what a Don look like.
Bars. Bars. Bars.
Yeah.
Bars.
And bars over BS, man, I'm telling you.
Bars over BS. Get that.
So,
Put that on the shirt.
facts.
Yo, how can people find you, man?
Oh yeah, man. Social medias, man. Y'all can find me at Rizen Lion, RizenLion. You know what I mean? That's my social media. That's my YouTube. You know what I mean? Check out Basquiat. Basquiat is on YouTube right now. My video. So you know what I mean? Y'all help me get the streams up.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's it, man. Everything is Rizen Lion. Instagram, Facebook, of course. You know what I mean? Y'all can follow me. Y'all can, you know what I mean? Always follow back. So yeah.
Yo, and let's be clear, man. None of this was scripted. Like, this was just happened to be a phone call, and I was like, yo, let me try something and see if it worked. And this is what it turned out to be. This is magic, yo. This is what people supposed to do. Make sure you look the homie up, man. Support what he's doing. Support the movement. I'm sure you're gonna hear a lot from him. Check. You performing anytime soon?
Yeah, man. Actually, man, July 27th, I have a show, man, up on Bush Boulevard, 6123 Bush Boulevard. So yeah, you know, the event's called Speed, ran by me and my boy HPMG. It's a Rizen culture / HPMG event. So I mean, you know, if y'all want to come out, tickets is only $10 at the door. You know, what I mean, I want to come out and really see, you know, what I mean, you know, really see some great acts. Not just myself, but people from my team and a few other cats, man. Y'all can come out, man. It's gonna be dope music, dope artistry, man. Real bars, you know what I mean? None of this BS, man. Real substance, man.
There it
These
is.
are hard-working artists that put in their days, man. You know, hard-working, bro. People that still work 9 to 5s, trying to get that dream out. We've all been there. We're all there. You know what I mean? We all in this journey together. So just come out, support real artists.
Word. You heard it. You heard it here. We gonna wrap up. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you reaching out, man. If you need anything, you know, don't hesitate. If I don't get right back to you, I'm gonna get back to you. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely, bro. Yo, as always, man, you know what I mean? Let's make sure to keep in touch.
No doubt. Peace, bro.
Yes, sir. Peace.
No BS there, man. You heard it. That's what's going on. That's how we operate. That's how we move. From day one, this is what I wanted to do, and now we doing it. So look me up, Maseo Smith. Peace.